Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today, and today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 12th and 13th of March 2023. Let's start with our session. First question is, Tropics 2023 is a major operational level exercise conducted by which country? So this is the exercise which is conducted by the country India, and Indian Navy's major operational level exercise Tropics 2023 was recently conducted across the Indian Ocean region, culminated in the Arabian Sea. And this exercise recently took place this week in the Arabian Sea, and the overall exercise construct included the Coastal Defense Exercise, Sea Vigil, and the Amphibious Exercise AMPEX. Okay, so these exercises also witnessed significant participation from the Indian Army, Indian Air Force, and the Indian Coast Guard. So Tropics exercise is conducted by our country India. Next is, Center has recently directed NAFED NCCF for immediate intervention in the market for purchase of which particular product. So Center has directed NAFED and the National Consumers Cooperative Federation of India Limited to immediately intervene in the market for the purchase of the red onion, which is a kharif product. Okay, so price stabilization fund has been set up for the procurement and storage of the onions as a buffer to keep the supply chain smooth during the lean seasons. Fine. What is the full form of NAFED? It is National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India Limited. And this is basically an apex organization of marketing cooperatives for agricultural products in India. Okay. Headquarters of NAFED lies in New Delhi. Next is, which country has opened military service to women for the first time in 25 years? So Colombia has opened military service to the women for the first time in past 25 years, and a cohort of 1,296 women have been enlisted in Colombia's army in the month of February. So till now, Colombia has compulsory military service for the men aged between 18 to 24, and the army relies heavily on the young recruits to staff bases, protect infrastructure, and carry out the administrative task, while its professional soldiers confront the drug trafficking gangs and the rebel groups. Fine. So this is the first time in 25 years when Colombia has opened its military service to the women. Next is, which country introduced the illegal migration bill? So this is the bill of the country UK, and it has been introduced by the Prime Minister of UK, Rishi Sunak. Okay, and what is the aim of this bill? Aim is to tackle the issue of illegal immigration by preventing thousands of migrants from crossing the English Channel on small boats. So bill finally empowers the UK government to detain and deport anyone who arrives in the country illegally, with few exceptions, and it allows the British Parliament to set a quota on the number of immigrants allowed in the country per year. Fine. So illegal migration bill is associated with the country UK. Next is, Mimosamia celonica, rare moth species, has been spotted for the first time in India. In which Indian state? So researchers have spotted this rare moth species for the first time in India in the Kalakkad Mundanthurai Tiger Reserve in the state of Tamil Nadu after 127 years. And it was last recorded in the country Sri Lanka in around 127 years ago, and the findings are based on the moth surveys that is conducted twice a month since 2018. So this is the first time that this moth species is being recorded in our country, that is India. Fine. So it has been found in the state of Kerala. Now let's see a few of the important tiger reserves. First is Bandipur Tiger Reserve. It lies in the state of Karnataka. Next is Corbett Tiger Reserve. It lies in Uttarakhand state. Then Kanha Tiger Reserve lies in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Manas lies in Assam, and Assam has total 7 national parks. Then Palamau Tiger Reserve lies in Jharkhand state. Ranthambore lies in Rajasthan state. Simlipal Tiger Reserve lies in Odisha state. Sundarban, everyone know that it lies in West Bengal. Next is Periyar. Periyar Tiger Reserve is situated in the state of Kerala. Another tiger reserve that Rajasthan have is Sariska. Sariska is very famous, Sariska Tiger Reserve, and it lies in Rajasthan. Then West Bengal has another tiger reserve named as Buxa Tiger Reserve. Then there is Indravati Tiger Reserve, and it lies in the state of Chhattisgarh. Then another very famous tiger reserve is Namdafa, and Namdafa lies in Arunachal Pradesh. Then another tiger reserve is Dudhwa. Dudhwa lies in Uttar Pradesh. Then the only national park that Bihar has is the Valmiki National Park. Then Madhya Pradesh has another tiger reserve named as Pench Tiger Reserve. Okay, and also another one that Madhya Pradesh has is Bandhavgarh. Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve also lies in Madhya Pradesh. Now few more tiger reserves are, for example, Dampa. Dampa lies in the state of Mizoram. Then Madhya Pradesh has another named as Satpura Tiger Reserve. Right? After that, Tamil Nadu has few like Anamalai, Mudumalai, etc. Now you have to tell me, Rajaji Tiger Reserve lies in which Indian state? Do let me know in the comments. Next question is, as a part of cricket diplomacy, Indian Prime Minister watched the Border Gavaskar tournament with his counterpart of which country? This is Australian Prime Minister. Who's that? Mr. Anthony Albanese. He arrived on a 2-day visit to Gujarat state recently, and he visited Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad and paid tribute to Father of the Nation, Mahatma Gandhi. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Mr. Albanese watched the first day of the 4th test match of Border Gavaskar Trophy between the two countries at Narendra Modi Stadium that lies in Ahmedabad. Fine. So your correct answer would be Australia country. Next is, as per the United Nations statement released on Women's Day, which is the most repressive country for women? So since the Taliban has taken over the country, Afghanistan, and now the Afghanistan country has become the most repressive in the world for women and the girls, and they are deprived of many of their basic rights as per the United Nations. So in a statement released on International Women's Day, the United Nations mission said that Afghanistan's new rulers have shown a focus on imposing the rules that leave most women and the girls effectively trapped in their homes. Fine. So here correct answer would be the country Afghanistan. When do we observe the International Women's Day? It is observed on 8th of March every year. And what was the theme for this year? Digital innovation and technology for gender equality. Okay, this was the theme for this year's International Women's Day. Next question is, which state set a Guinness World Records for the highest number of essays written about a single person? So recently Assam has created a Guinness World Record for the highest number of essays written about a single person. And the Chief Minister of Assam, Mr. Hemant Biswa Sarma, received this Guinness certificate for almost 43 lakh essays on Ahom General Lachit Borphukan on his 400th birth anniversary. Fine. So recently Assam state has created this new record. Next is, which country is the chair of the BIMSTEC bloc in 2023? So the 19th BIMSTEC ministerial meeting was hosted by its chair, Thailand, and India's Union Minister of State for External Affairs, Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan Singh, participated in this meeting. So this meeting also approved the draft host country agreement between India and the BIMSTEC Secretariat for establishing the BIMSTEC Center for Weather and Climate in India. So BIMSTEC Bangkok Vision 2030 was also approved and it will be launched at the 6th BIMSTEC Summit. Fine. Now you have to tell me which countries comes under BIMSTEC. Now last question is, which Union Ministry announced an exclusive Women's Portal for Research Grant and Fund? So to mark the International Women's Day, Ministry of Science and Technology announced an exclusive Women's Portal for the research grants and funds. And the CSIR Council has decided to start exclusive research grant for the women scientists under the CSIR Aspire, and an exclusive portal in this regard will be available from 1st of April 2023. Okay. So recently Ministry of Science and Technology has announced this exclusive women's portal for the research grant and fund. CSIR is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Fine. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with our revision session in which we are doing the current affairs for the month of January. And this is part 5 in this series. So today we'll be doing the questions from question number 61 up to question number 75. Let's start. First question is, India's National Security Advisor, Mr. Ajit Doval, held a strategic dialogue with his counterpart from which country? So, National Security Advisor Mr. Ajit Doval and his French counterpart Emmanuel Bonnet held discussions on defense and security cooperation, and Emmanuel Bonnet is also France G7 G20 Sherpa. When is the World Braille Day observed? It is observed every year on 4th of January to honor the birth anniversary of Braille's inventor Louis Braille, who is from the country France. Sam Bankman-Fried, who was seen in the news recently, was the founder of which company? So he was the founder of cryptocurrency company FTX. And why he was in news? Because he faces 8 types of criminal counts, including wire fraud and money laundering, conspiracy, etc. The Greenfield International Airport at Goa has been named after which leader? So Union Cabinet has given ex post facto approval for the naming of Greenfield International Airport that lies in Goa as Manohar International Airport. Okay, and it was named after former Defense Minister and Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parkar, and he served as the Chief Minister of Goa from 2017 until his death. The government has approved 28.11 crore rupees to extend the interest-free loan to the tobacco farmers of which Indian state? So government has approved this much amount to extend the interest-free loan to the tobacco farmers of Andhra Pradesh state. And this measure will help the tobacco farmers to overcome the damage that has been caused by the Mandus cyclonic rains, as per the Commerce Ministry. So the interest-free loan to the eligible farmers will be administered by the Tobacco Board. Okay. Next is, which country has generated a record 87.6% of power from zero carbon sources? So UK has announced that a record 87.6% of power generated into the grid came from zero carbon sources like wind, nuclear and hydropower. Which Union Ministry is organizing the Startup India Innovation Week? This is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So basically Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, which works under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, is organizing this Startup India Innovation Week. And aim is to celebrate Indian startup ecosystem, right? When do we observe the National Startup Day? It is observed on 16th of January. Which state is set to inaugurate the world's longest river cruise? So Prime Minister Narendra Modi has flagged off the world's longest river cruise, the name of which is MV Ganga Vilas. From which Indian state? From Uttar Pradesh. From, precisely speaking, from Varanasi. Okay. And this luxury cruise covered a distance of more than 3,200 kilometers across 27 river system in 5 states in India along with Bangladesh. Which state-owned institution is one of the co-promoters of IDBI Bank? This is LIC. So at present, the government and state-owned LIC hold a little over 94% in IDBI Bank, and they are classified as its co-promoter. And at that time, central government was looking to sell nearly 61% stake in the IDBI Bank. Which insurance company launched an organ donation initiative and relay marathon called Zindagi Express? This is Edelweiss Tokyo Life Insurance. Okay, so they commenced a 3-week-long organ donation initiative, and as part of the initiative, a relay marathon called Zindagi Express was organized to tour nearly 5,500 kilometers across the country to raise awareness about organ donation. Next is, which city is the host of the Auto Expo 2023 Components Show? Answer would be New Delhi. This was its 16th edition and it was conducted from 12th of January to 15th of January in New Delhi, and over 800 companies from different 15 countries participated in this Auto Expo. Which country organized the 10th edition of Dhaka Lit Festival? Answer would be Bangladesh. So the 10th edition of Dhaka Lit Festival was started in Bangladesh, and this is one of the largest literary festivals of Bangladesh. So it was being organized after a gap of 3 years due to COVID-19 pandemic. Which company became the mobile communications network partner of Manchester City in India? This is Jio Platform. So Manchester City has announced a new regional partnership with Jio Platform, and with this, the country's leading digital services brand become the club's official mobile communication network partner in India. Which footballer has been named as the world's best player for 2022 by IFFHS? This is Lionel Messi. From which country he belonged to? He is from the country Argentina. Also, the coach of Argentina, Lionel Scaloni, was voted as the best coach. ISRO has partnered with which company to promote space tech startups in India? So for this purpose, ISRO has partnered with Microsoft to promote the growth of space tech startups in India. So this MOU seeks to empower space tech startups across the country with technology tools and the platforms, market support and mentorship. Okay. So these are the next 15 questions from the month of January, and tomorrow we'll continue it from here. That means we'll cover the questions from question number 76 up to question number 90. Now let's start with our category wise revision current affairs, in which we are doing the defense current affairs as today's topic. Veer Guardian 2023 exercise is a maiden bilateral air exercise set to be held between India and which other country? Veer Guardian is the exercise between India and Japan. Surya Kiran is a joint training exercise conducted between India and which other country? Surya Kiran is the exercise between India and Nepal. Indo-Kazakhstan joint military exercise Kaz-Ind 2022 is organized at which Indian state? Answer would be Meghalaya state. So two things are important. Kaz-Ind is the exercise between Kazakhstan and India, and for the year 2022, the venue for this exercise was Meghalaya state. Exercise Garud Shakti is a bilateral exercise held between India and which other country? Garud Shakti is the exercise between India and Indonesia. Agni Warrior is a bilateral defense exercise held between India and which other country? Agni Warrior is conducted between India and Singapore. India-US joint military exercise Yuddha Abhyas is held in which Indian state? So Yuddha Abhyas is between India and the US, and for the year 2022, the venue was Uttarakhand. Harimo Shakti 2022 is a bilateral exercise held between India and which other country? This is the exercise between India and the country Malaysia. Indian Navy conducted the Nasim al-Bahar exercise with which country? This is exercise between India and Oman. Okay. Few more exercises are, for example, Sampriti. Sampriti is the exercise between India and Bangladesh. There is Mitra Shakti. It is between India and Sri Lanka. Next is Maitri. Maitri is between India and Thailand. Next is Vajra Prahar. Vajra Prahar is between India and the US. After that, there is Shakti exercise and we conduct it with the country France. Then next is hand in hand exercise and we conduct this exercise with the country China. Now you have to tell me Simbex is the exercise between which two countries? Do let me know in the comments. So with this we have completed our category wise revision as well, and tomorrow we'll be doing the topic ranks and indices. Okay, now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.